Cedi depreciation is a ritual problem. I agree with you. It's not because of one particular government. Unless one is suffering from unconscious incompetence or displaying intellectual dishonesty, that will say that Cedi depreciation is MPP government. It's an issue that has nationalistic or that needs nationalistic attention.
We need a practical and pragmatic leader in the country with Agyapong. Now, what we need after initiate the import substitution industrialization. I'm a Ghana, your currency, no, now who are they no? I'm a economy, no, so actually, I'm a Ghana for your after you. The cash economy, no, is yes, maybe on people, on practical aspects. Ghana for you, maybe so. I'm a human crowd at the that is going to be a country with the power. That is the power that can bring the Ghana's currency to the strongest form.
And Chias from Kokra and Koma will be a washer, yes, Abre. We are for Ken TV Sunye, we are for Ken. We are for truth, justice for all Mediane Abna Papebi. Sesia Cedi depreciation, Akosrono, Ama Ghana, economy, no Agen and Sem, no MPP force a spiritual. Ebusian for Asemedia, Mu Ayan Kaka, Yankonia video ni Emrana say ba. Mr. Frank Adania Kasa Ewa Homano Sunomo and Semimunchi.
Even with the depreciating Cedi?
Cedi. It's the first time Cedi. Who accorded what you are wearing, we didn't we import. We imported this, we imported that. Cedi depreciation is a ritual problem. I agree with you. It's not because of one particular government. Unless one is suffering from unconscious incompetence or displaying intellectual dishonesty, that will say that Cedi depreciation is MPP government. It's an issue that has nationalistic or that needs nationalistic attention. That one I agree. But it's not, so far we keep on being in importer-driven economy. We'll be having problems with the Cedi because we import almost everything. But inshallah, Alhaji Dr. Bawumia, next year if he comes, we're going to design a long-term framework to deal with the Cedi. Trust me.
Mr. Frank Adani Amwakwaba, Edebari for Ken TV so.
Abna Papa B, Mijoso.
I just saw here, dear.
Nyankopado, Mumbai born Cedi Agyapong, before you to do.
Yeah, then Yankopong ase Mr. Frank Adani Mamimbi so Steven Amwa or your deputy finance minister or say is an intellectual dishonesty say be blaming MPP are buying over the Cedi depreciation. What do you say?
You over Ghana for winning that you Steven Amwa papa the intellectual dishonesty that you be blaming MPP government. The Omona also the Cedi depreciation and the hardship in Ghana's economy. But the American clear you have to say you cannot manage the economy with propaganda.
Okay.
Now in fact Ghana ya bregu. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Ghana ya bregu. MPP party ya bregu. Professor Adubuahe. Former President J. Kufuor. The NPP party you built, a brave and Penifua in before Yansafua, you walk MPP party. Now, T and Sama, you acting Amwaka, or sit for your doctor, or no other sooner yet the deputy finance minister. Now, only began and mean the sick and 700 to ya. Ghana, ye mobile. Can the country with Agyapong, but she and I bread. We have this kind of leaders. Now, you see, we are attentive whenever we have an intellectual discussion. As we prove ourselves with evidence.
Yes.
Now, so and then you have to catch say, a Cedi depreciation, no, a spiritual as a ritual. Okay. I don't know, let's produce say, also video. The current president of the republic, Nana Addo Kappa Ghana, the Cedi depreciation, no, any economy, no. Now, you really do not have an eye to your communications.
Cedi Naya, hata. I want him being. I don't see one year deep down the Yenya over so. Kahubi. Kahubi tell me go for Bawumia. Some be coming home. Yes, she say you sick as some no. Sikano, the moon yet to build. Let me the Jumani Ahotosa Bagana.
$1, 1 CD. In the time of Mills and Mahama, 2 CDs, $1. If I was them, I would say to the people of Ghana, I'm sorry. We are sorry for the poor work we have done. We're going to go and think about ourselves. But that is not the people we're dealing with. The fruits of office, the money under the table has become sweet for them, so they're determined to stay. Are we going to allow that to happen? Are we going to allow that to happen? In Kufuor's time, one of the people who advised and helped him develop a strong CD was my running mate, Muhammadu Bawumia. Then he was deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana. It's one of the reasons I brought him to come and join me, that we will work on the CD and create again a strong CD that will be able to allow us to develop our economy and allow our traders and our to be able to develop.
The Baba take petrol so, the Baba take Yamaso, it's a Baba Yapo. I'm a Piami Kosa Bankesemu. Namujo also I make damage in Mamuda. Remember, Shambo, I mean to mean this all.
Baba says, Ghana, see yourself. Because I know I said, Entina, I hope say na baby, we will Ghana since. I'm a big boy day. Most of me there. But sir, most of me get a moose. They should get up and want to be I am more man. I am one with the Gamuba.
Ghana says, dear way. Maybe they have me. A hammy pa. Any Juma in the home I am. When we come, import duties on raw materials, we're going to take it away. We're going to take away. I am a boat Ghana. It is a castle. O may you hear my. Then nam a memoir enquayet. I come there.
I'm promising you, within 18 months of a new government of the NPP under my leadership, the face of our country Ghana is going to change. Within 18 months of a new government of the NPP under my leadership, the face of our country Ghana is going to change.
Israel Ghana for Yem Wasson, no Red Jubilee House.
Papa.
Mesanso Abre producer said, offer video the Vice President Dr. Like Mahmoud Bawumia. Then come an opposition Vice President or opposition running mate. A cover Ghana's economy and then the Cedi depreciation now. Na Ghana for NTSA na yatwa go PPNS.
Okay.
When you are hiring them and they tell you they can swim, and then you put them in the water and they cannot swim, you better criticize them. You will have to criticize them because they said they would swim, but they are drowning all of us in debt and taxes. You know, and that is they said they could swim, but we found out to our detriment that they can't.
The Ghana cedi has obtained the dubious distinction of being the weakest performing currency in Africa at this point in time. Interestingly, the NDC Green Book claims exchange rate stability as one of their unprecedented achievements. In an open economy with market determination of prices, exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. The type of free fall that we are seeing with the Cedi exchange rate is a vote of no confidence by market players in the management of the economy.
Ebraso said Ghana Mibiano, Yebeka Locre, na Yadrin Ghana first. The videos were when you actually Agyapong chief way. As a say day politics eto change. And if I say ye cafe, ye woman to MPP mu, ye the MPP ni gama fuma. Enti enyama emboso Ghana ha, na Ghana for ye breno, ye defende. And let the Cedi are depreciating. The economy are pro at the Japan. Now say we NPP Nintino, so you defend it. I tell you, Ghana first.
Okay.
When your NPP needs me, the NPP in the club of Fuma. The time I'm in the 18 years, Okoma Busso, Munga 54. I wasn't encouraged to come to a NPP. If you make it in more frase, I can't remember time I am to a number of bicycle to a bit. My year to a my NPP put the phone in the room. I take it you. You see me next. Now, one cast away, the panel paints in the car. Now, we change videos here. The show, quality is to change. And we can Abre in America. So, yes, or can the need papa or pension the car or one in the Dibumai or one in the air, and you can get a contract with a phone. Without getting a contract with a phone, Ghana, we should forget it. Because you are Bawumia. At the center, another go for the rumors. To you, we a best chance. And you are the money, Mahama, for the or the Wababi in it, or why you are man of Bobrapa, or Bobrapanka, I am found. This is Ghana for my young uniform. Maybe a one will be the boy in Ghana. You for a ship. The engineer for a ship. Now, what is a yoga doctor like Bawumia and I think Mahama about the Ghana so they are earlier. Not what I say, I show someone see it. Either so be to free Ghana and I saw better Tia will. And the Ghana, the Bicataya. Now, you got to know what yet. Yamponi did Dana so. First all catcher say a spiritual. Now, the economic whiskey. And then another down remind. All kinds of Cedi na ye hata. Not any spiritual, and not any rituals. Yankupon, the posterity will judge all the NPP people who are hypocrites and not ready to speak the truth. But me, I'll speak the truth always.
Mr. Frank Adani, as a political scientist, so what is the actual cause of the Cedi depreciation?
Abre, we are very simple. And you're profound. And one say, Ghana, we only import, we don't export. And no one know.
Hey.
Problem now, and and I am telling the NPP people, the economists, to come out and challenge me. We only import, we don't export. That is all. And then I must see that what they are performing.
Mr. Frank Adani, say what to me am I the cost of it? And it just over to me am I a solution? Solution in a day.
Oh, my way, they are very simple. And as a political scientist, I'm from politics, look at that.
Okay.
We are now use the and a practical aspect. Cedi can get comprehensive for Canada as well as doing now.
Okay.
Now, we do politics, man. We have a book called Politics of International and Economic Relations. The book has a book, a topic called Trade and Currencies. Book Trade and Currencies are, you get what we call basket of currencies for international trade.
Okay.
So it means that when we talk of currencies, it deals with trade. Before I send our currency, now what thing and the cost no. Now you trade higher at the world market.
Okay.
Now, see, we are seeing now, there were 5 major currencies are traded at the World Trade Organization. But the most powerful and dominated one is US dollar.
Okay.
Apart from the US dollar, British pound, we also have Japanese yen, we also have euro, we also have Chinese yuan. So all these currencies are very powerful when it comes to international standards.
Okay.
Now, every country can engage in any of these currencies. So I have a member talk about currencies that engage in greater export activities tend to have the strongest currencies under the free currency exchange system. Your party in answer that currencies are more good than where things you know. Meaning answer those countries, you know, they engage in export. They engage in export and one. And as over Ghana, yes, so we engage in import.
Okay.
It is a one who engages in import to your currency will be weak as we are experiencing today.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Now, thus, the strength of a currency depends on demands for goods and services produced by that country at the international level. So it means that at the international level, Ghana, we don't produce anything there. And not necessarily by the amount of gold backing that currency. Yes, would there a number also? So what to say, and then you are vice president, also to get a new say, Ghana, you see, the depreciation, you know, or the gold, about the backing. Now, I say, okay, I have a now there. It should be a compulsory for every Kenyan to study political science. Politicians in the Casape, one of my dear Babusi, Names, and I'm the hey, I drop you. I ready of you. Often the strength of a currency depends on the demand for goods and services produced by that country at the international level, and not necessarily the amount of gold backing that currency. Not the Bawumia say, or the gold and the Babe backing Ghana, you see, no, I'm not more than a Kosura. I have run, I say it, I am a friend. And that is it. And I'll say, exchange rate, which refers to the price of one currency against another, appear on the international or global trading scene. So the Ama Cedi, you know, as what you know, because of the young producer at the international market, you know, you really are in town. This is the local level. This is the only solution to Ghana a problem, no, and say you are exporting.
Okay.
Now, that is what the theory of politics is telling us. Second, to me, exporting because in exporting products from Ghana to the world market, you know, and also so it has its implication. We have what we call trade barrier. So because of say, Abre, we currently now they have what we call red flag trade barrier. There are some a year of checking when you so that is why they only needed the raw materials.
Okay.
And so we're exporting raw materials. What we do is that you don't get any much revenue. Ghana, I am saying it with authority. The only revenue as foreign exchange it's in my currency, no. Now who are they and say Ghana for another for new Bawumia after the loan of Ramanome. If the loan no ever more ever as a foreign exchange, now must be no avoid no airport so. If the NA who was a parliament after say Bella or more loan from Amonone. You currency no. Cedi no na ho de no ebe peja enti no ya pa loan bi eba. That is the only thing Ghana for you that don't tell you so ya na abna papa we catch your friend the whole can e dia Ghana for so no we don't have sophisticated machines. Any of the idea you bet me up produce finished goods. If you are on neck. Now, yes, so your currency no know what they know. Now, we have what we call import substitution industrialization or cultural revolution. When it comes that way, because based on their development and their standard, they are beyond that. They only needed their raw materials. And when the raw materials as a country, what should you do? As a country, not what was checking and Myanmar, we importing it about the airport economy not safe. Now must be now more again airport from Noso. Not what she had done for no one touch of say. This is the problem we are facing. This is a and a crabber. Young Ghana ha, dear Ben, I want Ghana ha. You bet me dear share and China nine, I young cry to you in grammar on member. There are tomatoes and a crabber. Dear Ben, you want Ghana ha. You bet me dear share tomatoes one night, I young cry in sleep a bimba. I don't know when they mount one nothing. And what we want the right situation. And what we want to say, I did A, B, C, D. And I am credit free amount of never. It is A, B, C, D, I am credit free amount of never. Young thing I say, of mine. Now, young person, young to me, never go, young man, young pet idea. You bet to me, I use it for my more. And then I get the paper. That's improvisation.
Okay.
That's import substitution. You can't substitution now. And here we who years ago at the foot from about the show. Now, I'm from China. China was one of the poorest countries and the Ghana for right here. Because China was colonized by the British. Between 1949 and the Chairman Mao Zedong. China adopted what we call cultural revolution.
Okay.
This is of them who say China and almost being produced to the wet market. And yes, almost credible free wet they stop importing. And before over importation, almost China for say problem say the world. Now say when we talk of muscle theory, the most important thing is food and shelter. As for the shelter, we are going to provide it. And the food China likes best is rice. So there never be a pandemic the common bread and a bread at the other. And now, China President and the Chairman Mao Zedong China for says to say no. When I would give one a wine, when I would be you are going to focus on rice. And they make sure that rice is available to every household in China. And now almost that is so now they don't import anything. Almost that they cannot export. And almost that is just 2,000 in China. Almost say there. They have built themselves from 1949 to 2000 of one product and now almost World Trade Organization. And now almost said they are spreading it across. That's why everywhere you go, China phone, China this, China that. And then China and America is the two powerful economic countries in the world.
Okay.
China and America is the two powerful economic countries. Even if we are using purchasing power parity, China is the most economical country in the world.
Wow.
Because of, yes, import substitution industrialization and then the cultural revolution. So the best way, that was the reason Agyapong was talking about industrialization. We have everything in Ghana here. Let's sit down with Ghanaians. Say, this is what is killing the country. ABCD, we are going to depend on ourselves. The most important thing is food and shelter, and the government will make sure there is food in every household, and every Ghanaian will get a place to sleep. We start to produce our own thing for a longer period of time. The world will come for our goods and services here, and then our currency will be stronger and stronger. Now, the history about the strategy for African development, Lagos plan for action. Africa, say, even say, so we need what we call import substitution industrialization. Africa is started from 1980 to 2000, and they didn't succeed. Yes, and the import substitution industrialization targeted food and agriculture, because everywhere you go, food is the most important thing. Obi a yoga doctor like Bawumia, and promise young Ghana for you are going to move from taxation to production. And the Shabono, if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. And nobody can do propaganda with economy.
Mr. Frank Adani mami bi so one yera stem na mo aya adwen say yera Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebedi so a wo betimi design a long framework to deal with the city.
The senior vice president.
Aye.
I was solution that no Obama. Video na go for do ka so wuti.
Ane.
And the NPP political history, you would have local like Bawumia on your NPP. On your NPP, rather than don't go for years or then a year advice. NPP for your benefit. And the other don't go for the convention NPP for NSA. So Ghana is problem in Ghana's economy. Now, Dr. Lajima Bawumia here, or the economic wizard. And the same way, during the campaign platform, the same message, and another book to the Catholic for. Nasenka Onomane, Yuga Mahama, and come back to Ghana for say, I am sorry. Now, a Luisina, what you Mahmoud Bawumia as a running mate say, not only Ghana economy, now you see now. What is your answer? On Saturday, Papa Masuda. Oba so a little man. You will suffer more. We produce almost every day. We are doing constructive criticism. Then you will suffer more. Or you are at the head of economic management.
I would want all of us here to, and on behalf of my colleagues, say a very big thank you to the type of leadership the EMT has enjoyed from Dr. Bawumia. A chairman who is so involved in the work of every, he works like a member, like a secretary, sterling quality, professionally excellent. So we are where we are because Dr. Bawumia is putting up a very professional chairmanship to the EMT. And I pray that we continue to work together as a team.
Me too.
In charge of the head of economic management team. Not a economy, not after Japan. Not a would say, winning more. Nayama, Ramamra, not available. No Caribbean, Nayama Bomiano, only in JPR or the day economy a revival. Economy will a revival, and I get it. And I am a fool. Ma, a Ghana war or be able to do that can do this. The only tell us, you say, Okra and Nemosi are on the battle. What's when you say what to so, and I would be there, and now, while family will be, and one This is a Saturday, mamma, and then I'll be.
Aye.
It's a Ghana, yen every year. Will be on your part before. Yakan is sort of you may be. Sorry, sort of what you might. Now, sorry, I want to Yanka.
Yakapa.
The same way that Ghana is, that is the Ghana's economy. Ghana economy is a part of four. Compared to mine, or sorry, so if it would be a problem, even the artist, the new Kurampuno, or the yen tension and Ghana economy. So the only thing is check Ghana, you don't do this. And you have a man is already you look at say a pocket, their corporate with your phone, what opera, how which Yama Ghana for your opera. Get the opera for your podcast in the one here. Or see is leader of a kind of sorry for your demand. And you lead our country, good to see, good to see, good to see. Then there's two of the Ghana, and can you never press that here to Yamanone?
Yeah.
And can you never carry a word Yamanone? And then, the Ghana for you, I can say, and part the part. And the probably a good move to any and number of workers, Yakas, the number of workers, Yakas, Dr. Lajimo Bawumia, walking camp of Ghana is also first related to be camp for the annual one.
Maybe you.
And new Ghana, you see, economy, no, you see, Tiasia, Ghana for you now, Abre.
Incident say a importation na what Ghana is the cost of Cedi depreciation.
And that is only that is the problem. Importation, no. So we should stop it. And I also the only export why raw materials. So we export raw materials that we have cleaning. Foreign exchange is worth. So the only foreign exchange is Ghana for you. Meanwhile, you will see we are going Ghana is borrowing too much. It's no bad. Ubeyi Ghana free borrowing the Sikano another number of Shikaso and so accommodate. FPP are buying for business in Ghana. This is come and telling you. All these political analysis and then the political education I'm giving. It's entry to shorten it from Qatar. They should come up and telling me. All these people who now so yes professor who every political science student so who knows everything is about economy. Yeah, we do the theoretical aspect, though we don't do the calculation like this plus this minus no, we don't do that. But when it comes to the theory, then we need to major political sciences analysis, may you I give you what they tell people for, and as a politician, so in Ghana's political space, means you then go to directly from the political science education. That's why always I make reference and I prove my evidence with physical ideas. And whatever I am saying, I am daring any NPP communicator, any philosopher, any economist to come up and telling me that Chankatane, I said A, B, C, D are okay. And you're not correct. Nobody can come. And then, the one, just a ritual, economy, a ritual. Now, Ghana for the MSA. Now, who consensus and over dirty? You know, we are our it will be our opera. But every NPP 24 no more, and Cassan, we are one opera. Or more opera, or more Tiabra Basse, or more Abukuria, or how near Mania as and thou are so, your salary, and a Yakopa Amo Brafo. How will inquire your fast opera, or more Tibrasse, and not for more. It is NPP 20. NPP 20 massive. Now, what you got? You can get your contract with the Payama, the car, Yamina, Chia, the Kaka. Rasika, every school, we need to mind it. Pursue, or you will soon buy. Can the contract with Japon and the family to move? Can the contract with Japon and taste the car? Master Caballers, the car. Can the contract with Japon, the 3 Master Caballers MP? And next, what are you deputy minister of finance? Who you can get a contract with the phone, and Sir Abuawo. Brian, it is when you would your power. One guy and Sir, so will Sir, Mount be dear, and then what are you doing? Who transfer the transfer can get a contract with the phone master? And what will be it? We also get Dr. Mua, can some work again. Doctor, now, in fact, who call you there? I saw for you school fees. That's the company school fees, but be a muscle. Now, can I compare for your boy young for a mess what you see? What you have said. Can I compare for your boy a super mini casa? When it's a world who I do MP for the work in the compare for the phone. And one in me, young for air fast.
Yeah.
Yes. And what's it? And one year of cat, or one year of cat. But I was taking a phone in Casa, and then one in Casa. One also my pay, one also economic one of mine. Oh, in English, over Casa depreciation is spiritual. And no one left. And the Amoko is another way, a spiritual and a brown Casano. Now, a spiritual and no Casana. That's like your movement. And also the good about the backing. It's not true, he doesn't know what he's saying. And then no matter about addressing on it. The more the history, in the political history, the whole world currency was backed by gold. What about the more those history? About the China, US, dollar, about it dominating the world economy. Now, for pound, euro, associated US dollar, but dollar has dominated. Why? This is the practical and theoretical knowledge that a country needs. Ghana needs political philosophers to think right. Not anybody at all, any angry person or everyone. Just because just want to occupy space and enrich himself. Not thinking of the good policies and programs about the country. We must keep the truth Ghana first.
Now, Ujidi say Ghana is a major importation.
Oh yes, we can do it. To stop importation is one of the hardest decisions ever. And now, before you cannot just come up and do that. Before you apply import substitution industrialization, as I said, so what we want to mean here? The first procedure is as a sort of next Ghana for a casa.
Okay.
Yes, you need stakeholder consultation. Now, what you Ghana for Tanasi? Now, what you shall because we also to the Juma or Yana said, or you important them especially the businessmen and women. If it's a workers who importation now, you are also killing their jobs.
Okay.
Especially when say a casa recently. You have use car and Magana.
Yeah.
You say my car dealers spare parts, SRA, said, of what you must do. They spoke against it and they demonstrated against it. You see, we know, as you said, the Sopani Kunia Habai, yet doesn't bring your support. It needs a person like the Agyapong with Agyapong. I want to branch Abre. Now, what business or business I say? What will make Ghana for no action? The business community and those stakeholders in importation. The minor union idea. This is where we are, and this is what we should do. And yet, when we import to buy, Tanya you import to Wahano. You basically need to pack in India, not Yayidu. Because over Ghana, you import it now, you may know what the fact, even said, oh, the Doma and that Doma group from Kuano, they can produce poultry to feed the whole Ghana.
Wow.
Just Doma group, and not Doma group alone, and now, the poultry. It's only will be imported enough from like from outside, you know. Only non-international. Not one country is saying it's in Ghana or the importing. And also, you're talking once. You're talking once.
Okay.
The 3,000 metric tons are. Or the country to be over 2,000 metric tons. Now, mine also know everybody more poultry package.
Okay.
Or more young who could be. Now, more time to air, Caribbean, and so say, you see. So what you say? Let me say, me have a plan. Me young, but I'm not working for 50. Na no de munya bi register ko yare aba. Abuko are. No wa da we be traditional center. Ai. Ko ka ko aji de ko ya tra na ta wati. Ana occasion. Ana ta gidi bi abuko na yare ana ta go bi. Yeah. Ezi encourage each household na oye nkuko na omo fa nkuko fiamọ na ba na omo teso na yeye mo portrait parties. It will be a time by 2 years time na nkuko no omo so. It is a more just okay ya fa se ba ha. Ye wa ka se yantam toka. And you be be a more. So you speak with the importance of rights. Not what you with the problem. So you just engage them. No one watching one sample about the factory of rice. Now you have a very large farm of rice. Those stakeholders now are involved in zero importation. No? The factory so you have to involve them and let them be the lead to build those factories because in this another what is the one for I white so they are working on what they are near billions. Okay. In the Faraka, not only those factories in the country, crack, will be a young one here. And after you are also now, we are all to me, never said you are a dado. But the man as you say, I go man teaching in my year to trade. If the young man is a crack, and a baby. And Mama, I tell you, Ghana won't, let me say, Ghana for your yet. You can be a who take a decision now than I can and one. Okay. That's Ghanaian. Oh, I'm a man of a. We get so strong to not your Mukawa. That also wants some air, saying to tell us where you go in decision making, and one. You know, that's not there, and it's very difficult. I don't know, I support any great, strong leaders and who take that decision. So when you're strong now, we have to take Ghana City. The set of like when we go and another ever.
Mr. Frank, I done in my own submission.
The submission is Cedi depreciation. To say, I'm a Ghana economy. After I say, I'm a you got Dr. Lady Bawumia, only the BPR, which we did. I'm a city now more day. I also. Only in BPR. I come, I'm a best coming in Ghana. So, you don't want a car, so watch it. The Diashe, I give you to know. I watch it on Ashe, I give you to know. Not about the same. It is said, oh, in India, I say, on farm 1 now, or say, different. Yet, what a man by your president. Meanwhile, Dr. Bawumia so the share yen Ghana for what said, or what about the cities in Ghana's economy? Ama you see, no, not what they know, I was sure. Now, I'm sure we'll be able to read it. Yatida. If you are the car, or your deputy finance minister, or say, this is a spiritual, and we are what did they share NTP upon piano. We intellectual dishonesty, then a block economy, you cannot manage by propaganda. Anything English now, the idea. Posterity and Agyapong. Look at how we use Cedi depreciation. Every year campaign with Kurumuda. You bring out them. Too much speech, if fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. And then the what's it a spiritual? Who did he in Ghana for them? Now, you're the man young couple. I mean, if you did that, my now, maybe I confirm in the year we see what is about the idea. I confirm no cocaine and no water or more. If you are only very careful. Now, the second of what said, you are practical and pragmatic leader in the contact with Japan. Now, what you need after initiating the import substitution industrialization. I'm a Ghana, your currency, no, not what they know. I'm a economy, no, so actually, I'm a Ghana for your after you. The cash economy, no, yes, maybe on people, on practical aspects. Ghana for you might be so. I'm a human crowd at a month for Numa, Union, Sun and Nine, and no near share. That is Kennedy Agyapong upon the power. That is the power that can bring the Ghana's currency to a strongest form. And in politics and political studies have proven say, for a currency to be strong, it's a say where supported. So, therefore, this Dr. Like Mahmoud Bawumia and MPP for the more economic data on some of the practice, I can see no person more diversity issues. No, we need Kennedy Agyapong to build more factories and industries so that Ghana can export. If Ghana cannot export, we will not import. We will depend on what we have in the country to make sure we are self-dependent and sovereign.
Okay.
Now, you are not like Mahmoud Bawumia there. Let's say, we take Ghana for a achievement. Acting as a based on the videos, evidence, and the political thought that we did in law, we are to Marseille. Now, men who sue the Okotuaba, and not you Dr. like Mahmoud Bawumia, and I said another, and I said, Yura Mahama, and another Kuma. But the thing down who say, none another Kuma says, and yet as a wara. No better nothing. Now one of the big ones you see the 150 to cushion for I'm a beef from big at that hour as a wara.
You ever ask a pan over?
So that's it.
Ebusia Mr. Frank Adani and I attend in or your political science and say in Sema Yura Steven Amwa or your deputy finance minister Eddie Betuja watching in same one. Yet the Cedi depreciation and once I blame no Emma MPP government. Yes, sir. An intellectual dishonesty and brought for the two dry and on a munchrimu and Mr. Frank Adani de Ababashumi. Aha, and I ever me acquire a mere dimwesi.
The foundation of every kid's education is important to every parent. That is why Leap International School is here to give your kids a solid foundation. The school that cares about its environment and seeks to transform it is one that cares about the education and well-being of its kids. The school has a playing ground, a bus to convey the kids in and out of school, as well as a well-furnished facilities and resources to groom the kids to future leaders. Not forgetting the well-learned teachers that are patient with the kids to ensure understanding is easy. They are located at Amanfrom off the Popasi Amasaman Road. For more information, call 0246 928 031 or 0246 098 067. Be part of a school that leads, learns, evolves, acts, and develops through sound education. Leap International School, the next leaders.
School na batan biara de ne baro ko hono ninyo. Oye Rainbow Montessori International School. Rainbow Montessori International School. What you from Karachi? Because the JHS. The Rainbow Montessori International School from ana. What been wrong? What's the what the Montessori curriculum in a syllabus? No what the children are the teachers wo hona. When you know why degree holders what the abutana badoyan what the trauma from anadio. Na Rainbow Montessori International School. Wakitaba funyo man what the trauma from anate. It's your mama from an not doing boy wrong. Wakita ultra modern science laboratory, computer laboratory, library and research center, art and sculpture laboratory, hygienic canteen, now for a clinic. Namoye Nika 1 point there. Rainbow Montessori International School. Or your boarding house. Into Unfahu baby Awobiara. Wawa from Batuma School. Unfound there Watakwa, Takrade, Elibo, Cape Coast, Accra, Kumasi. One boarding house facilities now. Or your modern standard. Now wash your papa. It's your house master and house mistress. What you want to a boarding house no. It's your new Biara, Bambo, another security in the sure. And if Wabo from Anabra, the Ebu Rainbow Montessori International School, it was Takwa in Soyem, opposite police station. It is said Obama Rainbow Montessori International School. To what you nada? Was an Wabat Shana the Papa, Emanazamsna, what Charo 111. It's a quad mission form. It was Hantaman Raban, Watakwa Soyem branch. Frayane 0277 100 823. Rainbow Montessori International School. In Moframa Wanda China won't fap him. Oshasuaha. It's a Hana Barton Biara. Ordinary from a river.
Hey Joe, what did they take? Be a fancy association of North America, aka Mana present the Sister Mana Congress. Now this time we see Connecticut to what we say voodoo. Now this year theme decreasing infant mortality by providing proper facilities for safe delivery. Enjoy infant food in the Akayan one boom. Ya popo yeho. Near boy humanity. Onunti in the to suffer the brad Akayan Connecticut. Naya more on your fuel. Now this year now event lineup or your tight rough. Yasha Friday July 12. Onu or your fashion kasapa. You're share him for. Naya so you better showcase the best of our tradition. Na brabo share the most beautiful cultural display. A paper friend carnival. A pencil paper to my friend who mom pay. More time that you bet you to the fullest. You must share him for. You win a Connecticut Chrono who in Asia. Now you win a ditch in a Saturday now. Only a dinner and fundraising gala. Ababadu a Marriott Hartford and Windsor Airport. 28 Day Hill Road, Windsor, Connecticut 06095. Now ditch is Sunday now. Only you cook out. You only a summer edition. Rade, Bedibi, Bonumbi. Your face is sold by heart. Yet to Safro. Our Connecticut. Embrace the Sister Mana Congress. Yet the Bashasi. I came there one some one in your park.